This video is brought to you by such patrons like VPro1023 and Raymundo Hurtado. Enjoy the video. Ah, there you are, my dear. I was beginning to wonder if you were lost. This palace does have a way of swallowing up those who don't belong. Now, come, sit down next to me. You've kept me waiting. I'm not accustomed to waiting, if you must know. Most would rush to my side, fearful of displeasing me. But I suppose you are not like most, are you? Certainly, if you were, we would not be having this conversation. Tell me, how is your little engagement faring? Oh, there's no need to be so reticent. I'm very interested. Invested, even. You see, I find it endlessly fascinating how two people can pledge their lives to each other without understanding what devotion truly means. I'm speaking of your fiancé, of course. They must be so devoted to you. Yes? Ah, but devotion is such a fragile thing, isn't it? One moment it's there, bright, blinding. And the next, well, let's just say I've seen how quickly a heart can change. I wonder, have they truly seen you for who you are? Or do they simply see a convenient accessory? Something to wear on their arm and parade about? No? True love? Mutual respect? Oh, my dear sweet darling. This is truly such a shame. So innocent. So quick to trust. So quick to love. You know, in my kingdom, we value loyalty above all else. But it must be earned and kept with a firm hand. Those who fail to meet my expectation, well, let's just say they're not often given a second chance. Does your little fiancé realize how easily devotion can be twisted, broken, even? Do forgive my bluntness, but it would be so easy for someone like me to take away everything they hold dear. Oh, but look at me, rambling on. You must think I'm terribly forward. It's just that, well, I can't bear to see someone like you so lovely, so precious, wasted on a life of mediocrity. Tell me, do you think she even notices how you smile when you're truly happy? Or how your voice trembles when you speak about the things you love? Does she understand the weight of your silence, the unspoken words you hold back? I've seen. The way she walks ahead of you, as if you are nothing but a shadow. Don't be silly, my dear. You are nothing but an accessory to her. Something pretty to show off at soirees and royal gatherings. But you deserve to be seen. Truly seen. Not as the extension of some idiotic, brainless twit, but seen as a formidable figure of your own. You deserve that kind of attention. You deserve to be adored, to be worshipped, to be possessed in a way that they could never understand. But you... No. In you, I feel a kindred spirit. You and I, we both know that true devotion isn't gentle. It's fierce, all-consuming, like a flame that burns away everything else until only we remain. Do you remember when we first met? Yes. I was not myself then. Alone. Discarded. A mere shadow of what I was supposed to be, fated, destined to be. Do you recall how the others spoke of me? How they whispered behind their gloved hands, behind their painted fans, as if my ruin was some sort of entertainment for them. But you weren't like them. No. You had the audacity to see me when I was at my lowest. To approach me, even when I had been abandoned by all those who should have bowed at my feet. Do you remember how I looked that night? Dressed all in black, as though I was in mourning. Well, I suppose I was. I had hoped to disappear, and yet, there you were. So brave. So foolishly kind. You reached out to me when no one else would. When everyone else saw a broken princess, you saw something more. Something worth saving. I still don't understand why you did it. Was it pity? Compassion? Or did you see something in me that no one else could? Did you sense the strength that lay beneath all that ruin? All that rot? Just just waiting to be set free. Don't say that. I give you too much credit. How preposterous. Well, whatever it was, it doesn't matter anymore. Because from that moment, I vowed that I would not remain in that wretched state. I rebuilt myself, piece by piece, and I rose higher than they could ever imagine. I have you to thank for that. I couldn't have done it without you. You were the one who lit that spark within me, who gave me the strength to reclaim what was rightfully mine. There you go again, being so modest. You really have no idea what that meant to me, do you? To be seen, to be heard, when I was nothing but a ghost in my own castle. You breathed life back into me, and for that, I owe you everything. And, well, I'm not one to take such a gift lightly. You gave me strength when I was weak. And now, it's my turn to return the favor. I've watched you and her. I've seen how she looks at you, how she thinks she can keep you for herself as if you were some common trinket to be passed out. She doesn't understand, does she? What it means to be truly cherished. But I do. I understand better than anyone. I know what it's like to be at the mercy of someone else's whim, to be vulnerable, exposed. And I would never let you suffer that way. Not when I can give you so much more. You see, darling, I didn't just rebuild myself for my own sake. I did it so I could be strong enough to protect you, to keep you safe from anyone who would ever dare to make you feel as lost, as powerless as I once was. No, I don't think I've mistaken her feelings towards you. You don't truly love her. These emotions you have, it's not love. It's gratitude, relief, thankfulness. I know the troubles your kingdom is currently plagued with. Drought, endless raids by those pirates from the eastern lands. Your kingdom and your family's power is hanging by a thread. Hmm? I'm mistaken. Oh, my sweet, stubborn darling. You're still clinging to this idea, aren't you? This love you think you have for her. I understand why you'd feel so confused. After all, things have been so difficult for you lately, haven't they? The drought, the pirate raids, the endless troubles that seem to befall your poor, beleaguered kingdom. It must feel as though the world is crashing down around you, and the only thing you can do is grasp at the one lifeline you've been offered. So, of course, you think you love her. She's offered you an alliance, a chance to save your people from ruin. And you, with your kind, noble heart, think that this must be the answer, the right thing to do. But you're wrong. You really think your marriage to her will save your kingdom? That this alliance will bring peace and prosperity back to your people? Oh, how I wish things could be so simple. Well, I suppose there's no point in hiding it any longer, is there? You deserve to know the truth, after all. Everything that has happened to your kingdom, the droughts, the raids, the whispers of famine and unrest. All of it was me. Yes, my dear. It was I who orchestrated every misfortune that has befallen your precious little kingdom. It was my hand that turned the skies dry, that sent those marauders to plunder your little towns on your shores. All so you would see how desperately you needed someone to save you. You see, I knew that once you realized how dire things had become, you would turn to me. You were supposed to come to me. And I would be there, waiting, ready to lift you from the ruins and place you somewhere safe, somewhere where you would be cherished, adored, protected. I was supposed to save you. But you were so stubborn. You didn't turn to me, even when everything began to fall apart. Instead, you kept clinging to this fantasy of salvation, this hope that your little marriage alliance would fix everything. I didn't account for that, if you must know. I didn't realize how deeply your kingdom's histories were entwined. A miscalculation on my part, I'll admit. But it doesn't matter anymore. Because now, you understand, don't you? There's no one else who can help you. No one else who will love you the way I do. Who would go to such extraordinary lengths to see you safe. I'm so sorry. I can see how badly I've rattled you. I never wanted to hurt you. I wanted to save you. That's all. No. Why are you still holding on to the hope that your marriage will save you? My love, let me be clear. Whatever protection you think that marriage will bring, it won't be enough. The drought will deepen. The raids will grow more frequent, and the whispers of unrest will turn to screams. I can make your kingdom bleed, hemorrhage, my dear. I can bring it to its knees until there is nothing left but ashes and despair. Until the people who look to you for guidance are left with nothing but a bitter, empty shell of what once was. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can end it. All of it. Right here. Right now. What do I want? I should have thought that was obvious. Break your engagement. Tell her it's over. And then you'll come to me. You will be mine. In return, I will give you everything. If you do that, I will make all of your troubles disappear. The skies will open, and the rains will return to nourish your lands, gentle and steady, just as they did in the days of old. The pirates will be driven from your shores, and your people will be able to rest without fear. I will bring your kingdom back to its former glory, back to a time when it flourished, when its name was spoken with reverence across the lands. The prosperity that has not been seen for over 500 years. I can give you that. But only if you are mine. Or you can keep clinging to this foolish, doomed alliance. You can watch your kingdom crumble beneath your feet as everything you hold dear slips away, piece by piece. And I'll stand by, watching, waiting, until you have no choice left but to crawl to me, begging for salvation. I'm offering you now. Make no mistake, my love. This is not a choice you can run from. I hold all the power here. I hold your kingdom's fate in my hands. and I won't let you slip away from me. Not now. Not ever. So, what will it be? Will you cling to your hollow promises? To a love that cannot save you? Or will you take my hand and let me make you everything you were meant to be? I promise you, my dear, if you choose me, you will never want for anything again. Your kingdom will prosper. Your people will sing your praises, and you will be by my side forever. I can give you the world, but only if you are willing to let go of everything else. Only if you are willing to be mine completely. What's that you say? Say it again, my love. I want to hear you say it clearly. Yes. Yes. That's it. I knew you'd see reason. I knew you'd understand. Oh, my sweet, beautiful love. You've made the right choice. You'll see. Soon enough. Everything you've ever wanted, everything you've ever needed, I will give it all to you. The droughts will end, the pirates will scatter like terrified rats, and your people will look up to you and see a ruler who has brought them back from the brink of ruin. And all of it will be because of me. Because you belong to me now. Every breath you take, every beat of your heart, it's all mine. Now, my love, let me take care of everything. You don't have to worry anymore. Just stay by my side, where you belong. Forever.